with my good friend Chris, doing the next ride from the book Great British Bike Rides, and this is the Wiltshire White Horses. Because it's a loop and we didn't start at the recommended start point, started where there was a campsite, we've got this dirty great big steep hill right at the start. So I shall just concentrate on that and stop talking to you. And now the downhill that we all deserve after that.
Built in 1878 as the guard room and detention cells for the Wiltshire Regiment, the keep was converted into luxury apartments in 2013.
So our second significant hill of the day, which takes us up, and there he is, I can see it already, the White Horse. There aren't many great rides where you can nab an entire tick list in a simple loop. Ticking all the UK's counties would take many days. Visiting every red phone box in the country would be even more challenging. But ticking off all the White Horses in Wiltshire, however, is entirely doable in one ride. And me and Chris have just huffed and puffed our way up to the first of our White Horses, which is kind of there, but because you're close to it you can't see it. So what we'll do, we'll go back down the hill and take a bit of a longer shot of it to prove we did it. So yeah, there you have it, the first of 8, I believe, that we're going to be visiting today. This tour of the White Horses is a demanding cycling pilgrimage to each of these hillside monuments. It takes a rider through the quiet lanes of northwest Wiltshire in a quest to visit the location of the 8 remaining visible horses, whilst ticking off the 5 that are now hidden from view. So we've seen our first one, on our way to the second, and it's very accurate. The lanes have been beautiful and quiet up to now. What locks are these?
Built in 1810, this flight of 29 locks rises 237 feet over 2 miles, taking a boat 5 to 6 hours to pass through. I think I'll stick to my bike.
Very nice part of the world. One of those places where every house is thatched.
Yeah. Every house is out of our price range.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I won't be house hunting around here.
These guys go out and they're very focused on the speed, they're not putting out that hard.
So we're just at the bottom of the hill, going up to the second White Horse. This looks like the toughest hill of the lot. So, end of conversation. So we've just had a committee meeting. We actually took a wrong turning and we've missed the road up to the Westbury White Horse. We have cycled a few miles in the opposite direction towards the next one, and we've made an executive decision to not actually go to see it. We cycled past it, but we didn't actually see it. So we think that counts. So we're moving on.
Behind us on the hill is our third horse, which was visible for miles before. It was a boiling hot day, so some rest and recuperation beckoned. After a quick map search, unearthed the delightfully named Honey Street Mill Cafe. After a welcome stop and refill of our water bottles, which became an ongoing task in this heat, we set off again with the Alton Barnes white horse ahead of us as we left.
Crack, it's just all roof. A house that's just a roof. Quick stop at a garage. Chris's phone battery is rubbish, so he's bought 2 battery packs, but he left his charging cable in the car. And look, hey!
7 feet long as well, so I really wanted
7 feet long. £1 per foot. Yep. So 50 miles in, and we now have eyes on our next prize. Up on our left, the next white horse. Whew. God, it's just stuck on 10% for ages. Bloody hell. Well, made it to the top of that. It was 10-11% for absolutely ages, and in this heat it wasn't easy. So now at the top you can't really see the horse. We saw that from the distance. They're not meant to be seen close up, but we're right beside the horse.
If this ride seems too long for you, when you get to Burbage, you can head north to Marlborough without missing any horses. We didn't realise at the time that the chunk you miss out only has the location of long gone horses, with no signs to tell you where they are anyway. It's still a beautiful ride though. Around this time we were struggling to find water. Being a Sunday made it harder, and even my usual fallback of cemeteries failed as we stalked the graveyard of an old church without success. Our route took us through a tiny hamlet called Marton, so no shop or pub was likely, but a sign at the preceding junction mentioning ice cream seemed like the mind games of a desert mirage, until we came across Pinckney's farm, an open door, products on sale with an honesty box for payment, and Wendy's phone number if you needed help. We made the call and our saviour appeared.
Hello. You're Wendy, I presume. What a terrific place. Really, you've been our saviour.
mirage.
Yeah, 2 classic magnums, I think. Thank you.
It turns out Wendy started this business in their old livery stable after she lost her job during the pandemic. She now works again, but keeps the place going for weekend walkers and cyclists, and lucky for us, we were doing this on a Sunday.
Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye now. Oh, well, that was a great little stop. The only problem with a great little stop like that is starting again.
So much refreshed and with iced water in our bottles, we set off again. Thanks, Wendy, and thanks, Pinckney's farm.
There's been plenty of testy little climbs on this ride. The Garmin tells you about certain climbs to expect based on a calculation of distance and incline. And there are 14 of them on this, but the fact is it doesn't count the dozens of very short, sharp hills like this one. I like to not get off the bike on a bike ride, but here I don't think we have an option. Over the canal and over there. I think we have a train. Put the camera up as if I've never seen a train before. And there's a pretty cottage at the other end, look. Crikey. Oh God, you imagine carrying one of them?
After looking at the route since that day, it turns out we went off course by about 100 yards, and there was a perfectly normal road bridge we were meant to use.
Hello. Just started another climb, and we think it might be up to our next white horse, because we haven't seen one for 26 miles nearly now. It's a problem with white horses, Chris, they're always on a bloody hill. So that thing in the book about visiting every red phone box is a challenge. Well, I bet they're not all up a hill. It always feels hillier when you've done 75 miles, I guess. So, if that was a climb to a white horse, there's nothing to be seen.
It seems it was the climb to the Ham Hill Horse, but it was one of the horses that had long since disappeared, and that's why we didn't see anything.
So find a shady spot and take 5 minutes out for a banana or something, somewhere where we can sit. Eh? Yeah. Why not? Oh yeah, look at that bench. But it's not in the shade. See what shape this banana's in. 80 miles. Oh, okay, it's looking edible. In spite of everything being shut on a Sunday, Ramsbury Village Hall was open for toilets and some nice refills of lovely cold water. So we're, after our little snack break by the village pond, we're back on the road. Yeah, you can imagine climbing this a few hours ago when it's in full sun. Whew. It's such a relief. It's only 8%, but after 80 miles and a red hot day takes it out of you. So hills are quite often relative to where they come in a route really. Ah, yeah. Nearly there. Not a lot of tarmac to ride on here. You want quiet lanes, sometimes this is what you get.
The next white horse at Marlborough isn't visible from the road, and we were about to pass it by without realising.
Hello, another one behind me. You get that part of the long ride where you've done 90 miles of 110 and you know you can complete it, but you're starting to feel jaded. Just took another wrong turning, but we're not ignoring this one because it's taken us further away from home. So we're just on the outskirts of Marlborough and we should be approaching in a minute the 7th white horse.
The white horse here is one of those no longer visible, the Rockley white horse.
Stopping at the top of the hill, tucked in against the only bit of shade. That's what it's like today. There's got to be and here it is, 12% downhill. Our reward before the next one. Just wait in the corner here for Chris. Yeah. Now we've not missed it. Hackpen White Horse is ahead.
We didn't realise it was in front of us, but not visible from where we were standing. The horse is just behind that clump of trees.
We just spotted a white horse under the trees over there and we're wondering if that counts. Tick that one off. And now for the fun downhill bit. Hackpen Hill. We've just come down Hackpen Hill. Apparently the Hackpen White Horse, we didn't see a thing. It was kind of behind us as we came down. Gotcha. Managed to get it without realising, we nearly missed it. And that's us clocked up 100 miles. A surprising burst of energy ever since I hit the 100-mile mark, really. It's very psychological because I'm knackered. And it's maybe just the fact that you know the end is in sight. I'll be glad to get to the end though, after we've ticked off the last horse.
We actually had to tick off 2 more, and we were riding past the first of those at this time. It needed a long hike from the road to see it, which we were in no fit state to do anyway if we had known about it.
The effects of a very long day, that we're actually within reach of the end, but we still need to have a little stop. Oh dear. Sore backside, sore feet. Yeah. Yeah, bodies are starting to complain. But here we are now, just the last few miles. 1 horse to climb up to, and then back.
And here's 1 white horse we would have been very happy to tick off. People often see these chalk horses as very ancient, but generally they're around 2 centuries old. The Churhill horse is older than most, dating back to 1780, and has a glass eye made from upturned bottles pressed into the ground.
So there it is, the last of our white horses on our ride today, the Cherwell White Horse. But that's a particularly good one on a good spot. and we're now just a couple of miles back from home and we're desperate to get there, so see ya.
This next sign summed up how we felt about white horses right now. Sod 'em all.
Woo!
It wasn't that hot when I did my set.
Yeah, it was hard because it was so hot. Yeah. Well, that was from the book Great British Bike Rides, the Wiltshire White Horses. It was 116 miles for us in the end and just over 6,000 feet of climbing. The longest ride I've ever done, the most climbing in one ride I've ever done. It was a bloody hot day. We managed to tick off most of the white horses. A word to the tourism department in Wiltshire, you need to do something about signage, because one or two of them we assumed there would be signage for and there wasn't, and we'd gone past where they were without even realizing them, so we missed a couple. Some of them were obvious because there was a climb and then the same coming back down, so we knew that was going to be a horse up there. But nevertheless, it was good fun ticking them off. It was great to do it with my mate Chris. If you enjoyed watching it and if you enjoyed seeing us suffer, then subscribe to my channel and give the video a big thumbs up. I'd be really grateful if you did that. And for now, I'm going to have my protein shake, put my feet up, have a shower, sleep all day tomorrow. So until next time, I'll see you soon. Keep cycling and have fun. Cheers.